Good afternoon, everybody. Ow. Welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine Feed the Beast Infinity Evolve server. How you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty interesting. It's been interesting the last few hours for me. I've been doing some stuff, but yeah, we'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, last episode, we were dealing with getting our items back. I have kind of improved upon the situation a little bit. I've made a couple new items. I've made my Enchanted Charm of Dislocation back. I also got my Mana Tablet back. I also have my Sojourner Sash back. I still haven't made a magnet. I plan on using the Blood Magic magnet whenever we get to it. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. We also made these amazing tools. I absolutely love them. They're amazing. And I have gotten all of my diamonds laid out. We're going to have fun with this in just a second. But before we get into that, I have got a couple things I want to talk to you guys about before we get into the actual episode. Some shout outs, some kind of shout outs, and some frustration moments. Okay, so first and foremost, if you missed last episode, or well, if you weren't around on the internet yesterday, I actually put up two videos for you guys yesterday. I put out a vanilla and a Feed the Beast Let's Play episode, so I highly recommend checking both of those out if you missed either one of them. If you missed the Feed the Beast, you're kind of like, what the crap? Why are you wearing flux armor? But yeah, we had a lot of fun last episode. I definitely recommend checking that. Also recommend checking out the vanilla episode. We had a lot of fun building around the parallax. So yeah, I really recommend checking both of those out. Second plugin. In the top of the description, there's going to be a link to one of our fellow Hyperminers episodes. His name is Nemsun. He is doing something called the Hypermine News, where he shows off a bunch of cool Hypermine projects that are in progress throughout the weeks, and awesome news stories like that, and a lot of really cool comedy stuff is in it as well. So I highly recommend checking that out. It's going to be in the top of the description. Go check it out. You know, he does some great stuff with that, and I'm really happy that we're going to get ourselves a news broadcast. I think that's really cool. So yeah, now onto the frustrating stuff that I've been dealing with this whole debacle that's happening with borderless gaming and OBS and stuff like that. And thank you guys for all of your amazing comments on trying to help me out and trying to get me back into the groove of things. And I'm one of those people, I'm going to admit it right up front to you guys. I hate change. I hate it. I feel like if something worked before, it should work now. There shouldn't be like something that changed and difference should happen, especially when I don't know what happened. And that bugs me, especially when something was working just fine and then all of a sudden something happened that I don't know about and now it doesn't work. I don't get it. So if you guys are unfamiliar about what I've been experiencing, I can't for the life of me, well, I couldn't before for the life of me to get OBS to work with video capture, well, game capture to work with Minecraft that was being launched through the, I think it's called like the Curse launcher. Well, it's like their beta launcher. And I really like the launcher because it has like a cool friends list and it has like active notifications between my other fellow Hyperminers and my awesome peeps that I have on Curse. If you guys have a Curse launcher and you see me on there, you can throw me an invite. I don't care. I get new friends. I like friends, but I don't understand why, but it wouldn't work with my borderless gaming. And thank you guys for shoutouts for telling me about window borderless gaming. I was thinking about picking that up, but it really wouldn't have solved my entire issue, which was the problem. So I've been dealing with that for the past couple hours, doing a lot of research, trying to figure out what was wrong. And for those of you who don't care, this is weird for you guys because you just want to get on the episode. If you don't care about this, just skip ahead to about like in a couple minutes and we'll get on with the actual fun stuff. But what I ended up having to do, and I'm thinking about putting in the description, what I did was I installed a mod for Minecraft that allows the full screen, that whenever you go into full screen mode for Minecraft, it makes it borderless. So, and the reason that's such a big deal for me, for people who don't have more than one monitor, it's not a big deal. But for me, I have two of them and I have to actively use the second one, especially when I'm starting and stopping recording. I'm still here, by the way. Hi, how's it going? But I actively use my second monitor while I'm playing and I need to be able to get over to it. So I need borderless because without it, I can't access my other monitor without exiting the full screen. And that's no good because that's bad videos. It looks bad. But what I ended up doing was I installed that mod. Now I can get over to my other screen, which is amazing. You can kind of see my mouse goes off the screen and back on the, hey, how's it going? But it really helped me out in that aspect. But I still couldn't get OBS to record my gameplay through video capture. And I know I could still do the screen capture, but I wasn't sure of whether or not my weird lag spikes were due to the screen capture or was it due to me rendering while I was recording. So I don't know. And I don't feel like it was the rendering part. I think it was me using screen capturing, and I don't like it when there's like weird stutters. So what I ended up doing was I was doing a lot of research, and I saw I was looking through like the settings for OBS, and what I would do is when I would go into game capture, I would see like there's like a little thing at the bottom saying will not capture these things because you're not running in administration. And one of them was Minecraft 1.7.10, and I was like, I don't understand why, for some strange reason, that this needs to change. I don't know what I did. I probably pressed a button. Don't ever press buttons, kids. You're gonna mess something up. But what I ended up doing, what I have to do now is, instead of using, you know, just OBS for my taskbar at the bottom, I have to run it in administration for it to even work with the game capture for Minecraft. And I don't understand why. I don't know what I did wrong. So if you have any input on that, let me know down in the comment section. Now I'm done with that. So let's have some fun breaking some diamonds. And ready, set, go. Alright guys, welcome back. So I hope you enjoyed the diamontage, is what I'm probably going to end up calling that. Yeah, I got a lot of diamonds from that. I think we got like 9,000 diamonds. So yeah, that was really good. So I've been doing a little bit of work on the blood magic altar thingamabobber. I went ahead, I've implemented the 4 beacons that we're going to be needing. Yes, I went and fought a bunch of withers. I didn't want to bring you guys in because really, to be honest, it was really easy. I've done it before. Armor's kind of overpowered, but we're going to be finishing this up later. I think this is considered tier 5. Today we're going to be doing tier 4, and in order to do tier 4, you're going to need to fill this ring up with some kind of rune. I've decided to do self-sacrifice because I enjoy cutting myself, which, by the way, I turned off the no fun setting, and now we got ourselves our sacrificial night back, which is really good. So I'm really glad we were able to get that back, because I like to have fun in this world. Not saying that I cut myself or anything. I'm just saying it's a video game. It's a game. Playing a game. But today we're going to be needing to get something. We're going to be needing to get something called a bloodstone, a large bloodstone brick. And in order to do that, we're going to need to get something called a weak blood shard. Now, in order to get the weak blood shard, there's only one way. Hey, Dolan. Hi, Lo. And there's only one way to get a weak blood shard, and that is to make a binding ritual. And the way we do that is you're going to need something called a master ritual stone. You're going to need some ritual stones. I just went ahead and made a stack of them and turned one of them to the master ritual stone. You're also going to be needing a weak activation crystal and a ritual diviner. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably went over your head, but they're really simple to make. Weak activation is... all you're going to need is something called a lava crystal inside of your altar for 10,000 LP. Really easy to do. You're going to be needing that recipe right there. Also, you're going to be needing a ritual diviner, which is these things, which is really just diamonds. We have a ton of those now. Emerald, and each one of these elemental inscribers are made with different things. You're going to need gas tier for this one, magma cream for this one, lapis block for this one, and a block of obsidian for that one. Really easy to make. It's really simple stuff. I think they're just 1,000 LP a piece. And you're going to need a tier 3 altar, so remember that. And also, these things are relatively easy to make. Master Ritual Stone is made with ritual stones and obsidian, and along with some kind of blood orb. And these are just reinforced slates, which is just your blank slates inside your altar. Super easy to make, super easy to do. So today, you're going to need to find a good area. This seems good enough. I'm going to rip this up sooner or later anyways. And then you're going to need to set your ritual divider thingamabobber, your ritual diviner, into binding ritual mode. And then you're going to right click it. And it's going to build the thing for you. Make sure you have room, by the way. It's not going to replace blocks. So if you don't have the room to make something like this, it's not going to do it. You're going to have a problem. So now that this thing is made, I'm glad they've implemented this, because back in the olden times, you had to do this by hand and color them by hand. And that wasn't fun. Wasn't fun at all. So now that you've done that, to make the bound sword or the bound blade, you're going to need to get yourself a diamond sword, drop her on there. And then take your weak activation, make sure that it's bound to you. The way you do is just right click in the air, it'll bind it to you, and then right click the master ritual stone. It'll activate the ritual. Don't put out the fires. Don't do it, because apparently that actually ruins the ritual. I used to do that. I used to think it like burned the sword, so I got rid of the fire. But if you take out the fire, at least it used to. I don't know if they fixed that, but if you take out the fire, it ruins the ritual. So yeah, that's a thing. Wait for the ritual to end, and then what it will do is it'll spit out your bound sword right there, buddy. Yes, and now that we have the bound blade, just shift right click, and then it'll turn into, well, actually, is it just, no. It's shift right click, it turns into the bound blade, which is really, really good. I think it does use LP to use it, or at least to create it, and then it gradually uses LP over time. You can enchant it, which is really good. It has plus 12 attack damage, which is a lot less than our Wyvern Sword. Even with this enchanted, I think it's a lot less than the Wyvern Sword. So we're probably not going to use the sword in general, but you need this to get, you're going to need this to get yourself some of those blood shards. And the way you do it is just by killing mobs, and you have a random chance of them dropping a weak blood shard. I don't know the chance, so don't ask me, or, well, I mean, you can. And I'm just going to tell you to look it up because I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find a whole bunch of mobs. I don't know why I'm looking at my image system, but I'm going to get a whole bunch of mobs. I'm going to fight a bunch of them with this bound sword so I can get me some of those weak blood shards. And today we're going to be finishing the tier 4 altar and even maybe going above them, but going beyond that. And I think next episode we're getting into the bound armor stuff. So I'm really excited for that. So let me get some stuff ready to get together. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back in when I get some progress going. So yeah, see you guys in a little bitty bit. Alright guys, welcome back. So I got a little bit more work done. I went ahead and got some weak blood shards. I didn't get a lot of them. I didn't really think we needed to get a lot of weak blood shards, at least for not right now, because mostly I'm going to be doing a lot of this off camera where I go around getting a lot of, weak blood shards, making a lot of different things so that I can get the bound armor. We're going to be doing a lot of that next episode, so I'm not really too much to worry about it. So first things first, I'm going to need to I'm going to need to grab some piece of stone, and I'm going to combine one of my weak blood shards with a piece of stone, and that is going to, luckily for us, create 32 of these stone bricks. So I'm really glad that recipe is like it is, so I don't have to use a whole bunch of these to make the bricks itself. So we're going to need to place these guys on all 4 corners, and now it is going to transform our altar. If this thing will place, there we go. It will transform it into tier 4, which is amazing. So now it's not only going to work a little bit, well, actually, it doesn't work any faster, but I get a lot more return when it comes to my self-sacrifice. So it's going to help me out in the long run, especially when I start getting into making the bound armor, because what that is going to entail me to do, we're going to be messing with that next episode. So if we go to bound, for the bound armor, it doesn't have a recipe for it, so that actually shows you that there's a different way of crafting it. Like, you can't craft it with a crafting table, which is actually really cool, in my opinion, for what Blood Magic has done. So we go to Blood Magic, if we go to the actual mod itself, Blood, you can see, if I go to right here, we're going to need something called an Armor Soul Forge. Soul Armor Forge, if I can read right. I swear, I have dyslexia. I don't know, I don't understand that. But you're going to need something called a Soul Armor Forge, and you're also going to be needing these filled sockets. Now, these are where the pain comes in, because you're going to need to make some of these empty sockets, which require 4 weak blood shards. And to fill these empty sockets with to make the filled sockets, you're going to need 30,000 LP, which is a lot of LP. And a lot of you, if you're being very observant, you're wondering how in the world I'm going to do that. Because right now, my altar can only fill 10,000 LP at a time. So in order to get that to work, I would need to defy logic. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to make some things called Rune of Augmented Capacity. And I think each one of these each one of these increases the amount of blood that you can have in the altar at one time. And so that way, when I spam my thing, when I spam my knife, I'm going to be able to refill it as it's filling up. So you know what? Maybe we can get one going for right now, because I want to go ahead and show you guys what it's going to take to make one of these. So if we go ahead and do this, and then do I have any glass over here is the question. I don't. So let me go grab some glass really quickly and grab a diamond. I'm gonna demo what it's going to take to fill. Why are these here? Who put the bedrockium here? Hold on. I'm gonna leave those alone for right now. I don't know if those are rigged to explode. That was weird. Dolan was over here early. I don't know if he gave me some bedrockium. That's a really expensive gift. So really quickly, let's grab diamond and glass. We're gonna need 4 pieces of glass. By the way, we have 1.7 million glass, which is flipping phenomenal. I think our glass generation is over now. I think we're out of cobble now, which is pretty insane that we run through all of our cobble. So if we go ahead and make one of these filled sockets, I'm gonna need to put the diamond in the middle. So let's go ahead and get this ready, because we're going to need our sacrificial knife, and we're going to need our god apple. So let's go ahead and set this in here. It sucks up blood extremely fast. So let's go and eat our god apple and see if we can get this thing to fill up without having any of the augmented capacities. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. Unfortunately, it is going to take a little bit of time due to the fact that, I might actually have to go through a couple different god apples to get this to work. To do it this way, it's going to be, hey, it filled up. That actually was a lot quicker than I thought it was. I guess it's because I have a lot of speedruns, but it's going to take god apples to get this to work. So I'm going to have to do a lot of that off screen so I don't bore you guys. So I'm going to probably get all the filled sockets that we're going to be needing. We're going to be needing 24 for the armor, and then we're going to need 4 extra ones for the soul armor forge. So we're going to need, I think it's 28 in total. So I'm going to need to do I'm going to be doing that all off screen so you guys don't have to be bored by that. Before we end off, I want to go ahead and make one more thing with you guys. Well, actually 2 more things. I'm going to go ahead and make the next tier blood orb while I can go ahead and do it, while I have blood in the altar, just to have this going. And I'm also going to be making I think it's called the sigil of magnetism, because I'm getting tired of not having a magnet. I really miss my magnet, and I don't want to go back to Botania, especially now that we're in blood magic. I don't want to make the ring of magnetism, and I don't really want to go ahead and make the old magnet back, because personally I think that the sigil of magnetism is better in a lot of ways. So let's go ahead, and hopefully this will hurry up and finish. I don't know how much LP this is actually going to need. There it is. So now we have our Master Ritual Stone, or Master Blood Orb. It's really late, I'm sorry guys. I'm messing up a lot, but Master Blood Orb, and now let's go ahead and make the Sigil of Magnetism, which I think is right here. And we're going to be needing gold, iron blocks, and an imbued slate, which is the reinforced slate inside the altar for tier 3. So imbued slate, I've already made one of those in preemptive. And then we're going to be doing... I don't think I have any gold or... Okay, let's go grab some gold, and we're going to grab some iron for this thing. I prefer the sigil of magnetism over any other magnet just because of the way it works. Let's go ahead and do... We're going to need 4 blocks of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're also going to need some gold. So I'm just going to grab this and bring this over here. And the reason that I like this magnet more than like more than the electric magnet is because, and really to be honest, more than the Botanium magnet, because the Botanium magnet's the same way, but it doesn't like carry the entity around. Like it doesn't let it in the air. It automatically squirts it into your inventory, which is really, really good. I really love this thing. So if we go ahead and turn it on, it will unfortunately use our LP network. It will be sucking up blood. It does it every so often. It's not a constant stream. So if we go ahead and throw something down, what it will do is if I throw it down myself, it'll wait a couple seconds and then it will squirt right back into me. So I love that aspect of it. So if I like just mine a block, it'll automatically go, well, without the server lag, it'll automatically go back into my into my inventory without having to, you know, travel to me. So there's no way for it to get caught on any objects. There's no way for it to get anything in between me and the block itself. So it automatically goes into my inventory, which is really awesome. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I had a lot of fun today. We were able to get a lot of stuff done. We got to get that thing down there done. We were able to get our bound sword done. We were able to get the tier 4 blood altar done. It was a really talkative episode, but I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you guys did as well. Don't forget, links in the down there to Nemsun's Hypermine news. Definitely go check that out. He's going to be doing that. I don't know if he's going to be doing it weekly or monthly. Hopefully it's really often, because I really liked it. It was really, really cool, and he had a little segment for my channel. And really, to be honest, I want to give back to him for doing something for me, because that was really awesome of him for, you know, putting me in there. It was really cool. But as always, if you hated this video, you know where to put it. But if you did enjoy, please do not forget to hit that like button, guys. You guys have been doing amazing on all my videos lately, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for all of your amazing support. It's been great. It really has been. So, and don't forget to post down any questions, comments, or smart marks down in the comment section down there. I do love hearing from you guys. I love reading through my comment section. I love reading through your guys' nice comments. If you have any questions, comments, or something funny in the video you want to make fun of or something like that, just post it down there. I love reading through all of it. So yeah, as always, guys, if you do want to help out this channel above and beyond, I always like to put this out there. If you want to share the video with somebody, you want to share the video with your friends or your parents. I don't know why you would want to show it with your parents, but if you want to go show it with somebody, go show it to somebody. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and hope all of you have a great and wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time, guys.